6:23 is the time now on this Saturday morning. You know, if you've ever had to go through a procedure at the hospital, you know, surgery can be a little scary, but imagine if you're a little kid and your parents weren't there to hold your hand.
It is the reality for so many kids across the country. A couple from Flat Rock working to change all that, one hospital at a time. And
Action News reporter Kelly McDermott has the story you'll only see on 7.
Sydney's just like any other kid. She likes to play games, laugh, and hang out with friends. But some of that is hard to do while fighting leukemia in the hospital. Her parents have been by her side from the very start, but even they can use a helping hand once in a while.
It's always been really nice having kind of that extra person to be able to entertain her and have a good time with her for a little while during the day. Be able to come in and spend 30 minutes to an hour with her a day and kind of give us a little bit of a break.
Thanks to this couple from Flat Rock, that break is not only possible, it's something Sydney and other kids now look forward to. They're making life a bit more bearable for kids with cancer.
To hug these kids or to be with these kids, to read stories to them and spend time with them.
Tamara and Brad Baldwin's little girl was diagnosed with cancer when she was just a toddler and needed a bone marrow transplant.
The only time Allie was sad is when I had to leave to go get something to eat, or I'd take a night off to go sleep.
Sadly, Allie lost her battle with cancer, but her spirit lives on. Her parents started the Allie Jolie Baldwin Foundation in their daughter's name. It's a foundation to help kids in the hospital and their parents who can't be there around the clock to support them. They've raised more than $50,000. It's enough to fund the first position of its kind in the entire state of Michigan, a child life specialist dedicated solely to kids in the bone marrow transplant unit. It's a person who reads to children, comforts them, and supports them when their parents can't.
We've always said that the child life specialists are like the green shirt people, and she smiles when they come in the room and she kind of panics when the doctors and the nurses come in the room.
And Sydney's mom says the hospital visits wouldn't be the same without their child life specialist.
Having somebody that was kind of fresh come into the room, be able to play some games or do arts and crafts and always have new suggestions on what to do was really, really helpful for us.
Danielle Rhodes was just hired for the position. Part of her role is to help explain a child's treatment in a way that's easy for kids to understand. She's basically a friend to children like Sydney.
Figure out what their interests are and what things are most scary for them, and then hopefully empower them to be able to cope with those situations better, even, you know, beyond the hospital.
And Children's Hospital in Detroit is just the beginning. The Baldwins and their foundation hope to fund a child life specialist for every bone marrow transplant unit in the state.
There were days that Sydney's like, oh, you have to leave already? And so it would be nice to be able to have that dedicated staff to be able to spend more time with the kids.
In Detroit, Kelly McDermott, 7 Action News.
Oh, they're like a ray of sunshine coming in the room.
You know how much that support means to those kids and their families, too. That's fantastic.
For sure.
Absolutely.
Good job.